Change is hard. It's a universal truth that everyone experiences at some point in their lives. Whether it's trying to break a bad habit, start a new routine, or make a significant life change, the struggle is real and often overwhelming. We set big goals, full of hope and motivation. We envision a better version of ourselves driven by the excitement of new possibilities. We plan meticulously, believing that this time things will be different. We start strong, but old habits creep back. The initial excitement fades, and we find ourselves slipping into familiar patterns. Distractions become more appealing, and our resolve weakens. Life gets in the way. Unexpected interruptions, a busy schedule, and the demands of daily life make it difficult to stay on track. Our best-laid plans are often derailed by the chaos of reality. Frustration mounts, and we give up. The cycle of starting and stopping becomes a familiar pattern. Each failure chips away at our confidence, making it harder to believe in our ability to change. The cycle repeats, leaving us feeling defeated. We begin to doubt ourselves, questioning whether change is even possible. The weight of past failures hangs heavy, and the thought of trying again feels daunting. But what if there's a better way? What if the key to lasting change isn't about grand gestures or drastic measures? What if the secret lies in something much simpler and more sustainable? What if lasting change doesn't require drastic measures? Instead of overhauling our entire lives, we can focus on making small, manageable adjustments. These tiny shifts in our daily routines can lead to significant, long-term improvements. The truth is, small changes consistently applied yield remarkable results. Each small step forward builds momentum, creating a positive feedback loop that encourages us to keep going. Celebrating these small victories reinforces our progress and keeps us motivated. This is the power of atomic habits. By focusing on tiny, incremental changes, we can create lasting habits that become second nature. Over time, these small habits compound, leading to significant transformations. Like tiny atoms building into something powerful, small habits compound over time. Each small action contributes to a larger whole, creating a foundation for lasting change and personal growth. They are the building blocks of a better you. Embrace the power of small changes and watch as they transform your life one step at a time. The journey to a better you begins with a single small step. Imagine getting 1% better each day. It seems insignificant, almost negligible. But over a year, this tiny improvement compounds to nearly 38% better. Conversely, small negative habits compound too. Bad habits don't seem detrimental at first, just like a single bad meal won't ruin your health. But over time, these small choices add up, leading to unwanted results. The key is consistency. Focus on small improvements day after day. Don't underestimate the power of tiny gains. Over time, they create extraordinary change. Habits follow a neurological loop: cue, craving, response, reward. This loop is the foundation of how habits are formed and maintained in our daily lives. First, a cue triggers your brain. This cue can be anything that your brain associates with a particular habit. It could be a specific time of day, like waking up in the morning or winding down at night. This could be a time of day, a location, or an emotional state. For instance, arriving at your office might cue you to check your emails, or feeling stressed might cue you to seek comfort food. Next, the cue creates a craving, a desire for the reward the habit offers. This craving is the motivational force behind the habit. It's what drives you to act. For example, seeing a piece of chocolate might create a craving for its sweet taste. This leads to a response, the action you take to satisfy the craving. The response can be a physical action, like eating the chocolate, or a mental action, like thinking about how good it will taste. Finally, you receive a reward, which reinforces the habit loop. The reward is the positive feeling you get from completing the action. It could be the taste of the chocolate, the relief from stress, or the satisfaction of completing a task. For example, let's say your cue is feeling stressed, which triggers a craving for relief. This craving drives you to seek out a response that will provide that relief. Your response is to bite your nails, which provides temporary relief. This action satisfies your craving for stress relief, even if only momentarily. This cycle, repeated over time, solidifies the habit. The more you repeat this loop, the stronger the habit becomes. Understanding this loop is crucial for both breaking bad habits and forming new, positive ones. By identifying the cues and cravings that drive your habits, you can start to change your responses and ultimately your rewards. To build better habits, use the 4 laws of behavior change. 1. Make it obvious. This means making the cues for your desired habits clear and visible. When something is obvious, it's hard to ignore. Make your desired habit easy to start. The easier it is to begin, the more likely you are to follow through. Set visual cues like placing healthy snacks on the counter. This way, every time you walk into the kitchen, you're reminded to make a healthier choice. 2. Make it attractive. Pair your habit with something you enjoy. When you combine a new habit with something you already love, it becomes more appealing. Listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. This makes the activity more enjoyable and something to look forward to. 3. Make it easy. Reduce friction. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. By preparing in advance, you remove barriers that might prevent you from starting. 4. Make it satisfying. Reward yourself. Track your progress and celebrate milestones. When you see tangible evidence of your progress, it reinforces the habit. For example, if you want to read more, create a cozy reading nook that invites you to sit down and dive into a book. Place a book on your bedside table, join a book club, and engage in discussions about what you've read. This not only makes reading more enjoyable, but also holds you accountable. Start with just 1 chapter a day. Setting small, manageable goals makes it easier to build the habit, and reflect on what you learned. Journaling about your reading can deepen your understanding and make the habit more rewarding. By following these 4 laws of behavior change, you can create lasting habits that lead to a better, more fulfilling life. True behavior change is identity change. Don't focus solely on what you want to achieve, but on who you want to become. Ask yourself, what would a healthy person do, and how would a productive person act? Every action is a vote for the type of person you want to be. Each healthy choice, each productive task reinforces your desired identity. Believe in your ability to change. Embrace the identity of someone who embodies your desired habits. Your environment significantly influences your habits. Create a space that supports your goals. Remove temptations. If you're trying to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in the house. Surround yourself with cues that trigger positive action. Place a yoga mat in your living room for easy access. Remember, you are the architect of your environment. Design it to work for you, not against you. Progress is rarely linear. You might not see immediate results from your efforts. This is the plateau of latent potential. You are building habits, but the results are delayed. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the sprout immediately. It takes time for the roots to grow. Don't get discouraged. Trust the process. Keep watering your seed. Eventually, it will break through the surface. The key to breaking through the plateau of latent potential is consistency. Keep showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Embrace the power of patience. Change takes time. Focus on building the habit, not obsessing over immediate results. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals. Stay consistent, be patient, and the results will follow.